Has anyone ever told you about the Bartenders Paradox? It's 1970 and a young man has gotten drunk at the bar after having multiple shots of vodka. Him and the bartender are having a debate about gender roles in society when the young man tells the bartender, "Hey, I understand the female perspective because I was actually born a woman back in 1945. Yeah, I was born an orphan and I grew up in an all-girls orphanage until I was 18 when I was seduced, impregnated, and then abandoned by an older man." During the delivery of that child, that's when she first learned when the doctors told her that she was an intersex, meaning she had both male and female sex organs. But due to the complications of the pregnancy, she was going to lose her female organs and she was going to have a gender reassignment. Now, while she was unconscious after that surgery, the baby was mysteriously kidnapped by a mysterious older man. The young man tells the bartender that that's why he drinks so much. His life has been full of nothing but sadness and abandonment since he was a baby, and that he wants nothing more than to get revenge on the older man who seduced, impregnated, and abandoned them when they were 18. By this point, the bartender is moved by the story and invites the young man to the back of the bar, where there is a time machine that looks like an ordinary refrigerator. The bartender tells him that he will take the young man directly to the man that he wants revenge on in return for a favor that he must complete exactly 40 years from today. The young man agrees and they hop in the fridge. So they're going back in time, and the bartender tells the young man that he needs to make a quick stop in 1963. While they're there, the young man finds himself ironically attracted to a young orphan woman. It's like love at first sight. Now the bartender says, "Okay, look, we're here to create a mission. Let's go." But the young man is like, "You know what? I need more time. Like, I have love now. Like, I don't even care about getting revenge anymore. I have loved. I just need more time." So the bartender agrees to complete the mission on his own, and he'll come back to get the young man the next day. The bartender then goes 9 months into the future, steals a baby from the hospital, and drops it off at the nearest orphanage. He goes back 1963 to pick up the young man. The bartender and the young man then travel back to the bar. They exit through the mysterious refrigerator time machine, and the bartender tells the young man, "All right, the mission is complete. From now on, you're going to have a joyful and successful life, but don't forget, you have to come back in 40 years. As time goes on, the young man begins to realize what had happened. The seducing man from his past, the orphan girl that he fell in love with on his time travel vacation, and the baby that was kidnapped were all him. Years go by, and he now knows what he must do. He goes back to that same bar, makes his way to the back, and sees the familiar refrigerator. He jumps inside and becomes a bartender at that bar. And on a particular day, in walks a young man who asks him for a shot of vodka.